Hi, I'm Yeppo,
And I'm Agent 355.
and I'm not dead yet. Fun fact. I just got really lazy and decided I didn't want to play Pox for a while. So,
Yeah, I don't approve.
I know you don't. So this is actually my first set of games in like 2 weeks, legitimately,
A while.
like that I've actually played. And I say set because the first two, this is actually the third game I played, and the first two I lost really, really badly.
Which
Because,
is very uninteresting.
yeah, the first one, partly because I forgot things that happened in this game. And the first one I drew the snow guys on one of the snow maps,
Yeah, that seems tough.
which means they get basically extra speed constantly. And the second one I drew zombies, which normally wouldn't be a big deal, but part of spiders is that I have a lot of really small spiders that are kind of shitty,
hmm
which very readily and easily get turned into zombies. So yeah,
So that didn't go so well either.
I know I got like a couple kills, and then the zombies started rolling, and I was just like,
Okay, I'm
"Well,
sorry. I have to root against you now because you have the Rust Demon on your team. I fucking hate that guy.
you like crocodiles? Then are you gonna root for the crocs?"
No, yeah, sure, I can root for the Crocs. Crocs are cool. They're really good shoes.
Oh my
No,
god.
the Rust Demon, at least in the D&D world, he eats metal, and
Yeah,
so you would just be like fighting him, and he'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna eat your sword now."
yeah, that's actually why I run him. Is he's got an ability called Shatter, where he can destroy equipment, and he's got an ability called Sunder, where he reduces enemy defense when he hits them.
Yeah, he's the worst. And I mean, eventually you have magical equipment, and then it doesn't matter anymore because he can't just eat it. But up until that point, he's the bane of like level 2 people everywhere because he just basically fucks you over entirely.
So the dude I just put out is actually a lava spider, and
That's pretty cool.
he's actually really cool because when he's standing on lava, he's got a ranged attack, and when he's not, he's got a melee attack. So it's super easy to like change it up.
That's pretty interesting.
And that guy
Can
missed with his
can he
poison cloud.
create lava squares, or is it
Yep.
just if there's no lava?
Nope. He can create lava squares on his own, but
Excellent.
it takes a little while to cool down, so it's not super great just by himself, but he's still a cool enough bro to be
Well,
in spider
well,
deck.
I wouldn't expect lava to cool down quickly, no. Aha,
But
aha. This is the quality. I've been saving up jokes for like 2 weeks.
so you saw that little green thing flash up when I put out that fourth spider.
Yes.
So spiders racial is that when you have four of them out, they all gain a rank of multi attack, and they get an ability called climb where they ignore elevation changes.
Oh, neat. Like that right there.
Yep, like those cliffs. If I could just climb
So,
over it.
does it get better than 4, or is 4 the
No,
maximum?
four is the max, and so once you have four out, it triggers it. But multi attack is really, really good,
Hmm.
which is actually what the Crocs have too. They have an ability called Murkwater Frenzy, where if they're standing within four spaces of each other, they gain a rank of multi attack. But it's not global like spiders are.
Hmm. Now I can't tell. Is your guy? No. Okay, your guy was stealth, but he just tried to walk into
Yeah,
you.
the whole point of that is that it's a trap spider. If you stealth and you walk near him, he jumps out and hits you.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's nifty. And I was like, what do these things do? I haven't seen these guys in forever.
Well, the big ones can't pick up the ball, and the little ones pick up the ball.
This isn't Blood Bowl.
I wish it was. That's a much better game. Why are we doing an LP of that? All right, we did. We both did one of those already.
Although a spider team in Blood Bowl would be really fun.
Hey, Stunty League has a spider team.
Do they?
Yeah, Forest Goblins. They get spider riders.
I wouldn't call that a spider team.
No, it's true. It's just 2, but they're amazing. They have tentacle stand firm in Stunty League.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're great. And also the Forest Goblins have stabbers. It's basically stick everyone to spiders and then stab them to death. It's a good team.
So this is me spending 45 seconds trying to figure out exactly where I should move so I don't die a horrible, horrible death.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think you're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, no faith.
None. I I think I was making Blood Bowl jokes is fine because I think at least anyone who will pays attention to stuff we do probably has at least a passing knowledge of Blood Bowl. But I
Yeah,
was about to make a pro Dota joke on a character on a guy, player who's named Faith before realizing that nobody would get that joke.
no Dota. This is a Dota free zone. Okay, we can chat about Blood Bowl, but no Dotes.
Dota's such a good game though. It's such a good game 20% of the time. So the crocodiles do the crocodile rock when they get close enough together. What?
Yep, that's really it. They've got a lot of like frenzy and stuff like that, or not frenzy, a lot of like poison and stuff like that. But now you got me thinking about Blood Bowl. All
I know.
right,
I was just about to make a. I was just about to make a Blood Bowl joke.
and I was like, oh yeah, I'll move away so he can't hit me twice. And then it's like, oh wait, multi attack. I'm an idiot. What's new?
Nothing.
But he's not dead yet, so we're still good.
I mean, in theory, you could just run him away and keep him on the edge of the fight, invisible, and then just for the 4 spider bonus. Whoa, what was that?
That is a spell called Font Eruption, which does 12 damage to any opponent champs within font deployment zones, and it's actually probably one of the better spells in the game.
It was pretty good. Can it hit your own dudes, or is it does
Nope,
it? Is
only
it
hits
smart?
the enemy dudes.
That's even better.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wait, hold on. In your card hand, what's the one that looks like the Home Alone picture?
What? Oh, Maddening Echoes. It's actually a really good spell. I think I used one during this game, but
Cool.
It's it ramps up damage based on how many guys are in the area. So one guy is like 5 damage or something just dumb. 2 guys is 7, 3 guys is 12, which is about average for a damage spell. 4 guys is 19, and 5 is 28. So if you manage to get 5 guys in the area, you can just destroy them.
Nice.
And that big purple thing is the spider hero, actually. Klizik, or I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, because it's like K''LZIK.
Did you just so you're now messing with his fonts over there?
Yep.
Now, does he have no? Okay, yeah, okay, he does have a relic on it, so it's just contested instead of yours temporarily.
Yeah, and to be honest, that probably wasn't the best ploy, but I kind of wanted him to pull away from the center for a little bit, so. And the other thing I forgot about is the Big Croc has an ability called Resilient, where if he's supposed to take 4 damage, he actually doesn't take any, so that lava is shallow and does nothing to him.
Welp.
Yeah, I was like, GG me.
Does it still like reduce how much AP it takes to move over it or anything like that, or does it just do literally nothing?
Just does literally nothing.
Oh man. Except you can go stand in it and then shoot.
Yes.
But that seems like a poor decision.
Yeah, it's although that the lava spider does have fire eater, so if he runs around on lava, he gains a little bit of health. So not all is lost. But yeah, this is just kind of a neutral position, really. I mean, those crocs are going to be hard to approach just because they have pretty good range and can entangle me. But
I mean, so far he's killed one of your dudes, and you haven't really put a lot of hurt onto him. And he's about to kill another one of your dudes who accomplished nothing but denying him 24 blocks or 24 Nora.
Yeah, but spiders are cheap, so
it's true.
I was trying to figure out if I could put out a champ and contest, because that relic is actually stealthed.
Right, I remember that guy. Isn't that the one that multiplies?
Yep. It's a cool dude.
It's a cool dude.
And it's lava time. It's got a cool little animation for the lava, I think.
Okay, so he has one where he can... Wait, no. Does he have one where he hits a different area and one that hits himself?
Yep. He has one where he can basically throw lava at people, and he has one that just spouts lava around him.
Seems legit.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Oh, leaping spiders.
Yep. It's a big spider, so it can jump around.
It doesn't look like a jumping spider at all, though. Those have adorable little eyeballs.
There's actually a spell called Arthropod, because that's actually what the official name for spiders are in this game, Frenzy, that lets them all do a jump attack and leap. And
That'd be pretty great.
It used to be, this champ has an ability called Propagate Spiderling, so anytime it takes damage, used to be, it spawned one. But they changed it, so it has to be like an attack or an ability or something else.
Oh, man, because you're just about to get super cheesy all over him.
I see. What was even cheesier is there was an equipment from Kathir Forest that made you take 1 damage every step you took. You get like 60 spider eggs out. It was a little excessive.
That would be pretty great. Also, I like that you used your jump to push him out of contesting.
Yeah. And it makes him slower for this turn, so... It didn't do, I mean, a whole lot, but it got him far enough away that he can't come back and attack me easily. So, yeah, it's 4 spaces on the multi-attack. But the problem is, you get 3 or 4 crocodiles out, and now they all have multi-attack 3 if you can keep them close to each other, and that's just bullshit. Like, a lot of bullshit.
Well, lizards do have a very strong line.
Yeah. So,
It was a Blood Bowl joke.
I don't know that they even really have skinks. They're all just Sorai, except
Yeah, probably.
just punch you in the face forever.
Well, that big one's clearly the Croxagore.
Yeah, I go for that.
Yeah, sounds legit. Man, your big spider went down like a chump.
Yeah, and I don't guess he kills him, which would be weird and a bad choice because you always want to kill Underdepths champs because I have spells that give me Nora back for killing off my own guys, and so if it's got 1 health left, it's not really a. Oh, yep, there we go.
There it goes. Bloop.
So it's not great. I'm down to 4 spiders here.
Oh my god, is that a mafia turtle down
3
there?
spiders. No, it's a pirate turtle. Clearly.
It's almost as good.
What are you thinking? And you'll notice the water overrides my lava, so I can't step over there and shoot the other crocodile, because if I step off the lava, it'll make me lose my my ranged. Also, Spider Hero is immune to poison because it's a spider, so
Sounds legit.
yeah, ain't no thing.
Demon Barb Spider. Do that one. Nope, Nightfall Spider.
I'll do both.
Oh, that's because spiders are so cheap.
Yes.
And you need to keep 4 on the field.
Yes, these are both things that are very true. Demon Barb Spider is actually really, really cool because it's got 1 to 5 range. And anytime it hits an opponent, it drags them 1 space closer. So it can do a lot of damage.
Or, drag people off cliffs and things.
I'm not sure if it'll actually drag them off cliffs, but you can reel people in if they think they're out of range and just hammer on them if they forget about it.
Cool. Yeah. And with multiple spiders, you can get multi-attack, so you can drag in multiple spaces easier.
Yep. And I'm back up to multi-attack now because I've got my 4 spiders.
Oh, okay,
out.
it's a blunderbuss. I thought it was a bat. Because if it was a bat, that would totally be a muff.
No, he's also got a pipe. And there's another font eruption. And you see your first little spider egg.
Yeah, I was going to say, that one's going to actually give spider egg.
Yep. Spider eggs are nifty. They actually hatch at the start of your next turn, so they hatch fairly quickly. It's not like they're at a huge risk of being destroyed.
Yeah, I know someone's used that same hero against you before, I believe.
Have they? Because there's also an equip that spawns them every time you do an attack.
It was that. I think, because I'm pretty sure I've seen those before.
Yeah, the equip is relatively popular, I would say. So Lava Spider actually has an ability where every time you attack him, he gains defense for the turn. So he's fairly hard to kill in 1 turn. Not that it's impossible, but it's difficult. Because you can see he's already up to 7 defense.
Yeah, he's got a fair amount of defense now.
And
of course, you can just... Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Rip.
And actually, in the zombie game, I got one of them up to 10 defense in a turn, and you just literally couldn't hurt him. But since my little baby spider spawned...
Still get the 4 spider bonus.
Yep. What do I do here? I can't even remember. I remember what happens, I just can't remember how I get there.
You can hit 4 people. Maybe you can hit 4 people with your little, that thing.
No, I don't think they're not in the right space. I can only hit 3, but it's super cheap. It's 35 Nora for it, so it's not. It's one you can use fairly readily. Okay, yeah, this is what I do. All right. You ready for some shit to die?
Yeah.
I also really like the animation for Maddening Echoes. It just looks neat, I think.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah.
What does, also, wow, you healed up. What's that mandate thing do?
Mandate from Shul gives you an equipment called Blade of the Snake.
Mhm.
And Blade of the Snake gives you +7 damage on a close combat attack, so now it's hitting for 33 damage on close
Mhm.
combat attacks. And it also gives you quest kill enemy, which is why it just healed up, is because when you heal an enemy, it gives you a little bonus to your stats and heals you up. And it gives you a hunter hero, but I don't think that's a issue in this game because I don't think he plays a hero. Which is kind of ironic because I have it on a hero, so. And now if he has any sense, he'll run the hell away.
He figured out your snake thing was there.
Yeah, that's what he used the font eruption for, is to find what was on his font. And that turtle's trying to sneak around and steal my font.
Drag it off a cliff. Pushed off a cliff.
I don't have any knockback spells, unfortunately. So, paralyze me like a jerk.
Now, wait a minute. That lizard actually doesn't have multi-attack now, right? Because I don't think the turtle counts.
Nope, the turtle doesn't count. He's not a real crocodile. So this is the pro strat. If somebody paralyzes you on your turn.
Yeah, and also spawns a spider.
Yeah, you just hit yourself with a spell, and then I'll just heal up off of him. Because the spider also has life siphon. So, yeah.
So I was led to believe that you were going to win because of what you had been talking about before we started commentating. So I'm not. So I was kind of waiting for it to happen, and so basically you have one giant spider and he's not gonna be able to kill it, right?
Oh no, he can totally kill it. But like, he was relying on me to be paralyzed to have it, and that was gonna save him. But that's clearly not the case. Just give it time. There's still more crocodiles.
So you drag that dude into the middle of the web, so now you can't move far enough.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the hope, at least. But yeah, all the crocodiles can hit my spider now, but only like once or twice. So should still survive and
Does
spawn.
have 54 health.
Spawn a bunch of spiders. There you go.
Spawn a bunch of spiders, and also if it survives, you can hit people and gain a ton of health. So
yeah. So
look at all the babbies.
Yep. And they all have.
Whoa.
Hippo stampede.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was the best spell in the game.
It's actually pygmy hippo stampede, but still.
Oh my god, they're so tiny.
Right. Anyway, hippos rule, and that was a really bad use of that spell because he only got one attack off and he didn't kill me with it. So, although it'll die next turn anyway, but still.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Unless you might like the little hippo storm. Although he does this in a really dumb way. He could have just stayed back and pinged it with the psychic guy, but he is like, more spells. More spells. Which is slightly less of an issue, because that guy used an ability called Blood for Nora, which makes spells cost 20 less this turn. And it takes 20 health, obviously, so.
Well, your dude is dead, but you got a bunch of spiders before he died.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're pretty wimpy spiders, but hey, you did get 4 of them.
They do like 10, 11 damage. I mean, it's not like they're terrible.
Yeah. Death by 1,000 cuts. Well, more like death by 10 cuts.
Yeah, I mean, they could definitely be way worse. But yeah, so that's the thing with that with the big spider, is that if you can't kill it with a bunch of damage, it spawns a bunch of little tiny spiders. I was trying to figure out how to get and hit this guy first, because if I hit him with physical damage first, he'll turn magic, or he'll turn where only magic can hurt him. So I was like, I can just do enough. I'll just kill him outright. And this little baby spiders can actually kill the little hippos in one shot. Fun fact.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty nice considering you have one right next to a hippo.
Yeah. And they also poison, which is really good. Because damage over time is pretty great to have for free on a bunch of little tiny dudes.
Yeah.
And another trap spider, because why not? Trap spiders are cool. I really like them. They're probably not the best, but They're still fun.
What does that Mark of Sheol do?
That's a war banner, so it gives everybody on my team plus damage, +1 damage, and +5 health for really, really cheap.
Which is pretty good considering how many units you have.
Yeah, war banners are considered auto-include for every time you run a full faction deck, and for some non-full faction decks even. Like if you've got mostly champs from one, put a war banner in there anyway, just because why not? So that pirate turtle is just being a huge pain in my ass. Just hanging around, contesting, being a dick in general. It's a pretty good solo contesting unit just because it can hang around and do a bunch of dumb bullshit forever. And he's focusing on the spiders, not around him for some reason. It's like this is odd. It's like, dude, you're not even gonna kill the spiders. Like what? what? What are you even doing here? Like you're spreading out damage on fake guys that are still right next to you. He's just like, oh no, there's too many spiders. I'm just freaking out, man. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal was here. It's just weird. But I have lots of baby spiders, and only like 2 real spiders out because that one's pretty much dead at this point. Actually, 2 of them are pretty much dead at this point.
Yeah, so you basically have a spider.
Yeah, it's fine. And I was like, I was getting ready to move this guy to go attack, and I was like, I probably shouldn't attack just yet. And then I realized that if I moved him off, I wouldn't have any real spiders left on the font to capture it.
Oh, that's right, because summoned units can't do that.
Yeah, so I was like, not really sure what I'm gonna do
Probably
here,
need
but
to summon up one of those purple eyeballed spiders. Or the yellow one.
the soul crawlers.
That's my vote.
No, see, because the trap spider can just tunnel onto the font. It's fine. Doesn't know where I am now.
That's pretty funny.
And that was kind of a waste. One of the Nightfall abilities is that when it comes into play and when it dies, it makes the closest allied unit stealth. So I stealthed the little baby spider for no apparent reason. But, it's still a nifty ability. And this guy and crocodiles don't have a whole lot of detect, so it's not too shabby. So the little stick with the tie on it is an artillery marker. Anytime you walk within 3 spaces of it, you get stunned and knocked back a space. So it's a super huge pain in the ass for a contesting relic because you can't just like walk up and punch it.
It is pretty annoying.
So it's a little, like I say, that guy's really good at contesting fonts by himself just because he's a pain in the ass.
Is that something he puts down with an actual skill?
Yep, so that's one of his abilities, and that is a really bad idea. Even with the mushroom thing there, like it's just a horrible idea. Like why would you rush into that group of things?
Because he doesn't want to live anymore.
I guess not.
I mean, to be fair, they can also rush down the cliff because, cliffs.
Yeah, because they're spiders.
So, because they're spiders. So the guys on the bottom aren't necessarily all that safe anyway.
But this is just like such a weird choice to rush in like that. Like, you're not even down a font if you let me have mid because you've been contesting. So just give it up. Like, don't die on that hill. And he put down another relic that's just a big cannon that shoots me.
What a jerk.
I know, right? So I gotta get away from that cannon. Or next turn it'll kill me again. Or it'll shoot me and kill me. And I can't walk any space closer to him because the artillery marker will hit me. But it doesn't matter because that spider's 1 to 5 range. So, fuck you. And that's one of the best UD spells in the game that no one runs. And it's very situational. Because it's area of effect 3 and it destroys every relic in range. Just straight up.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and so stuff like that. where he's like, "Oh, I've got 2 relics on the phone. It'll be fine." And you're like, "Nope, fuck you."
Did you just get counterattack?
Yep. The one with fire has got an ability called Sentinel, where he makes a free attack at anything in range that attacks one of his allies. So yeah, my spiders are dying, but I don't care because he's dying too.
Yeah. And your spiders were free.
Yeah. So well, sort of.
More or less. Kind of free.
Free-ish, we'll say. And so, just whittling down on everything here. Because I don't really care if the little baby spiders die. Because, I mean, they're little baby spiders. Their job is to just go and punch dudes.
Oh, and then you wait your own dude.
Yep. So I can put down more guys.
Seems pretty good.
And sometimes it doesn't take at the top of the screen because it thinks you're trying to click elsewhere. But, minor problems.
At least the end turn button isn't there.
Yeah, shit. I can't count the number of times I've done that on one hand.
That's I've actually only done that. I've done that exactly once, and it cost me the game.
More Blood Bowl references. Because we didn't.
I think it was even in my LP too.
We didn't have enough yet,
I mean, come on, you're up against lizards. Like, it was gonna happen. I think we've done pretty well not making references so far.
Yeah, so he laid off, and so it's my font now. I don't think he can even get close enough to contest. He might be able to, but he's gonna die again if he does.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, screw it, I'll just kill that guy. Never mind. Because why not? Spider's gonna wreck your shit. The other fun thing about the Nightfall spiders is that they are all ranged attacks against them missed. So, since crocodiles are fairly heavy, all the good crocodiles are ranged, or most of the good crocodiles are ranged, it's like, too bad.
It's kind of interesting that crocodiles would be ranged. I guess I wouldn't really think of them as ranged.
Well, most of the good crocodiles are ranged, like the ones he's running. There's a few others, a lot of the melee ones, but he's not using them because they're not quite as good. So yeah. I feel fairly confident about this one because the baby spiders won it for me.
Yeah, the baby spiders did a really good job. I mean, once you kind of take middle, I mean, it's kind of like everyone throws resources at middle until one person wins, and then at that point, they're behind and lower on resources than the other guy.
Yeah, and this guy is a huge pain in the ass. I think we've seen him before.
Yeah, we've definitely seen him before.
Because he's one of the best dudes in the game, in all honesty. And just is a general huge pain. So I don't really have a strategy for dealing with that dude just yet, but eventually I'm sure I'll find something. Figure out some way to do it. So again, when you hit that guy, he turns into a ghost. And it's a pain in the ass. But Nightfall spiders also have a magic attack, so they're like super duper helpful in this game. Pretty much the best thing. What am I even doing here? Okay. Yeah, I was like, why not? I'll rush his font.
I mean, there's no reason to let him keep it if he can't fight for it.
Yeah, like, I'll make him spend resources over on that side instead of trying to fight towards the middle.
I mean, it's not like that guy was going to do anything in the middle of this turn anyway.
Yeah. So that croc's going to die. Because he'll take poison damage at the start of next turn.
And he's so sad about it.
Yeah, he's a depressed croc. So I'm keeping my little baby spider alive as long as I can. Move him out of ping range so he can't get hit this turn. Because, got to keep those spiders going.
Hey, there we go. We got a different spider. Oh, wait, nope. Almost got a different spider.
Yeah, I was going to put that guy out, but then the Sixel guy, anytime he takes fire damage, he does the same amount of fire damage to anything within 2 spaces. And that little yellow spider does fire damage, so if I was going to try and hit him with it...
So instead we got purple spider.
Yep. And that's actually one of the best... I had to borrow the purple spiders because they're super duper expensive. But they're pretty good.
Did you borrow it today or did you borrow it 2 weeks ago?
I borrowed it like 3 weeks ago.
Apologies to dude who lent spiders to Yappo. You made a
Uh,
poor investment decision.
it's actually Captain Farce. He posted in the thread about me holding his spiders hostage.
Ah,
I have already returned them though. At the time that we recorded this, they are already back to him. So
so what you're saying is they were all tied up.
you're the worst.
It's certainly a wicked plot you weave. And
And see, look, I can drag him in and go punch him with a baby spider, but he quit.
then he quits.
But yeah, so I got a special achievement in that game for epic battle, which means we both killed at least 10 of the other guy's dudes. So that's kind of neat.
Neat. That is neat. That certainly was a lot of spiders.
hmm But no, spiders are pretty fun. They're not the best, but they're pretty fun to play, and the racial ability is cool. So, and it's really thematic.
Seems Pox has a lot of teams that are air quotes not the best, but pretty cool, which is fun. I think that's good.
Well, part of the problem is the best is just mash all the best shit together and play with that, and that's just no
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
So yeah, I might play some more games, I might not, I don't know, but we'll see.